Just as I was expecting, I was very sore after the game. But what I didn't expect was that I'd be getting such bad news the next day when I talked to Coach. News was devastating. I mean, especially since I had already worked so hard to come back from this injury once, but because I had come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again. I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I was when I returned from injury. I felt like a rookie again. Only this time around, I had even more to prove. I knew my time to step away would come eventually, but it would be a choice that I made, not a choice made for me because of an injury.
Tonight, from TIAA Bankfield in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Williams to return. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking.
And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
The ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's letting it. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On a jet sweep, here comes Fuller. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
For the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Odell Beckham, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Alvin Kamara, 100 yards exactly on the ground with a touchdown run as well. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Nothing here!
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Going deep here for Stills. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that can...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A shotgun give to Fournette, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
7 Leonard.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because...
Start to the season than this one, and don't want to put too much stock in it, but a week 1 win really in the return for a quarterback that they weren't sure would ever get back to what he once was.
And you and I both know there's going to be a lot of debate about whether or not he was looking better today than he has in the past. But what's not up for debate, they won the game. And in the process, I do think he made a lot of people question whether or not he'd be able to come back as a starter. Look just a little bit foolish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.